Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Chris. I'll be an MC for the event over the next couple days. First and foremost, just want to welcome everybody, all of our guests, all of our vendors, all of our staff to Stuller's global headquarters right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. We are so excited to bring back the 2022 Bench Jeweler Workshop. We want to thank all of those who have returning for their second or third time, but particularly those who are here for the first time. So we've got a lot of great things planned for today. We have some wonderful classes. We have a lot of wonderful demonstrations. But most importantly, we have the Battle of the Benches. So we brought back this competition. It's a very, very popular part of our event. We're changing up the format just a little bit this year. We used to have one weekend-long event with the same contestants, but now we've changed it up with a new format. So we're going to be doing a few quick-fire kind of challenges that are going to help the contestants compete in some specific skill sets. So the first competition we have today is our stone setting competition. We have 3 contestants. We do have one open bench. If anybody wants to step up, feel free. We have one spot for you. The idea is in a 2-hour time span, we're going to be setting a 3-stone engagement ring with an oval center. You will have all of the tools right here at your bench. We also have polishing stations, plating stations, anything that you guys need to get the job done. We do have some criteria for this specific event. We want to make sure that the stones are set level and straight. The stone seats match the girdle with no gaps. There's very little stone damage done during the setting process. The prongs are shaped well and will not snag. And then finally, it is properly prepped and polished. So we have about 2 hours. We'll go and get started in just a couple minutes. But first, we'd like to meet the contestants. So we'll start off here with Michael. Michael Lowe.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
All right. So tell us where you're from and what's your strategy today?
I'm from Glendale, Arizona, and my strategy is to set it straight and quick.
Straight and quick. I like it. Well, welcome. Good luck. And what's your name?
My name is Paul Coca, and I'm from Angels Camp, California. And I'm excited and I'm hoping to set everything really well.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Good luck. And finally?
Hello, I'm Fred Gavia. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I work for Reed's Jewelers. And my overall goals today are to learn as much as I can from the masters here and to hopefully set this ring straight.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. So if you guys want to take a seat at your bench, we'll do a 5-second countdown. Oh, and let's not forget what they're competing for, guys. We have these custom-made trophies here. These were all designed and casted right here at Stuller's headquarters. They are plated in 18-karat yellow gold, and each challenge has its own trophy. And for the winner, they're also going to win a $500 Stuller gift certificate, but also bragging rights. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get set in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We are coming to you live all day today from Stuller's global headquarters here in beautiful Lafayette, Louisiana. We are talking all things Bench Jewelers Workshop. We're so excited to be here today. I'm Susie, this is Chris. We're going to be just rocking and rolling all day long. And Chris, there's something really exciting going on. Not only is it Bench Jewelers Workshop, but there's also a competition element of all this. Talk to me about that.
Absolutely, Susie. So right behind us, we have live our Battle of the Bench competition. It is a long-standing tradition of our Bench Jeweler Workshop. It's by and large my favorite part of the event. So actually right now what we have going on is our stone setting competition. So we have 3 contestants from around the country who are competing to earn the champion of the stone setting competition. So very, very exciting. It's cool.
Absolutely. I mean, bragging rights, that's a big deal. We've got some fantastic trophies. You know, I think it's a big deal to have people in the building again. I think we've really missed having that presence, that customer presence, that vendor presence. What does it mean to you to have people here with us?
Oh, this means so much. You know, we take a lot of pride in what we do here at Stuller, but more importantly, we want to bring people into the Stuller family. So guests and our vendors, we love to have them back in the building. It's been 2 long years,
Yes.
and so it's so nice to have them back here at Stuller. So we want to thank everybody who came to the event. We want to say hello to everybody who's out there. Hopefully you can make it to the event. Not only do we have the Battle of the Bench competition, but there's so much going on today and tomorrow. So we have classes, we have demonstrations, we have live demos from some of our master hand engravers, traditional manufacturers, 3D printing companies. It's just a slew of really cool stuff. So yeah, so happy to have everyone back here. It's great. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, Stuller really prides itself on being a partner to the jeweler, and I think Bench Jewelers Workshop is a perfect example of that partnership in action. You know, we have people coming into the building, they're able to try things out, maybe learn a little bit, you know, engage with people who are here at Stuller, and I think it's a pretty big deal.
Likewise.
All right, so as I said, we've got this fantastic competition happening behind us.
Right.
So we talked a little bit earlier, there's stone setting. Talk to me about what does that mean?
So obviously stone setting is a skill that every bench jeweler must have. Basically what we're doing in this competition is we're going to be setting a 3-stone engagement ring with an oval center. So seems pretty straightforward, but it's actually quite challenging. So not only are they going to be just setting the stone, so not only do they have a fully set workbench with all of the bells and whistles, we have polishing units, we have plating units, we have torches. Pretty much they can use the entire floor to get what they need to get done. So they're not just restricted to their bench. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing here.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Awesome. Well, so now how are these competitors selected? Did they apply? Were they chosen? Talk to me about that.
Good question. So the competition is open to anyone of any skill set. So when we opened up registration for the Bench Jeweler Workshop a couple months ago, we opened the competition up as well. So anybody that's out there that thinks that they can take on these guys and gals, please bring it on. And it's free to sign up, and we will actually get you. We'll actually have you. We'll take care of all of your expenses when you come here. So yeah,
You
no
know,
worries.
that sounds pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of action going on behind us. I know it's pretty exciting. You know, I think I'm excited to see the type of stuff that comes out of this today.
It's always really cool to see what they
Absolutely.
come up with.
So we've
yeah.
got some judging of this competition as well.
Right.
Who are these judges? What are they going to be looking for?
So we have 2 judges for this competition. The first is Troy Duet. So Troy is the director of our stone setting department. So he manages over 100 stone setters every single day. Next we have Brett Northcutt. Brett is the director of our research and development labs, but most importantly, Brett spent many years at the bench, many hours stone setting. So we couldn't have picked 2 better folks. And in fact, I think we do have a 3rd judge that signed up. Her name is Christy Broussard. She is a master stone setter. She has been setting stones for over 25 years.
Wow.
So we're going to bring her in and have her judge as well. So it's a tough crowd. and these guys are up against some pretty fierce judges. So good luck.
Nothing like a little competition
Yeah.
here on this beautiful Friday
Right.
morning. Joining us here, you know, we are going to be coming today as well as the day tomorrow. So if you're not able to join us this year, first of all, book your calendars for next year. You
Book
really
it.
got to be here. There's
Book it.
nothing like being here in person. Energy is just incredible.
And did I mention that later tonight we're going to have a crawfish boil?
I mean, come on.
So,
like,
I mean, down here, having a bon temps, a good time, and that's exactly what we're doing. So everyone in this room is going to be at our crawfish boil later on this evening, and then tomorrow we have another Cajun-style party with a Zydeco band and some delicious South Louisiana food. So if you don't come for this or the battle or anything, come for the food.
come for the food. Absolutely. I agree.
So yeah,
Nothing like a good Cajun-style party, really, to set the tone for the weekend,
got
I
that
say.
right.
All right. Well, you know, we are here live. We're coming to you live. Check us out if you've got any comments, any questions that come up during the course of our broadcast. Go ahead and stick them in that comment section. Go ahead and say hi. We're just delighted to be here. We're excited. You know, it's important to recognize the significance of having people in the building. You know, it's an exciting energy. There's nothing like interacting with people, talking to your peers, particularly when it comes to being a bench jeweler, where it's all about working with your hands and working in
Absolutely.
person.
It's just like coming to a trade show, but here at Stuller. You know, most of the folks that I work with on a daily basis, they want to test out the equipment before they buy it. Particularly, you know, the high-end purchases, your laser welders,
Yeah.
your 3D printers. This is the best time to come do that because you're talking to the manufacturers, you're talking to the owners of the company, as well as internal experts here on staff. So once again, another reason to come down, play with all the fun toys, and we'll maybe do a discount here or two. So who knows,
Oh,
right?
all right. I like the sound
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Sign me up for a discount. Well, our competitors are stone setting currently. We do have several other competitions that are going to be taking place over the course of the weekend. We've got, I think, laser engraving. What other competitions can people expect to see?
So we have a hand engraving competition,
Ah.
which is a lost art. So we have some expert hand engravers going to be competing. We have what we call parts and pieces. So we're basically going to give every contestant the same components and stones, and then they have to compete to come up with the most unique and precise design. So that's always a fun one to see what they come up with.
I love that.
And then we have a CAD CAM challenge. So we have CAD experts going to be using matrix gold to design a custom piece. Then we're going to take those pieces and we're going to 3D print some prototypes.
Awesome.
So the judges have something to touch and feel, and we're going to judge them on that. So it's another creative competition. So that's what you can expect this weekend.
Awesome.
Yep.
Make sure you check out the full schedule of events online. Everything is posted, Stuller.com. Make sure you check it out. Check out the schedule while you're there. You know, do a little shopping. Maybe get your bench up and running with the latest, you know, tools, equipment. Doesn't hurt to do a little shopping. We're always open online. And I think we're going to be interviewing one of the judges here coming up pretty soon.
Yeah,
which is
I think
exciting.
so. I think Brett Northcutt is going to step in and tell you guys about exactly what they're going to be judging on. So, yeah, we'll see him in just a few.
Fantastic.
All
All
right.
right. Well, let's take a live look at what's going on during this competition. We'll see if we can find that judge, get a little bit more information on what they're going to be looking at when it comes to stone setting. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. All right, if you're just joining us, we are coming to you live from Stuller's global headquarters here in beautiful Lafayette, Louisiana, where Bench Jeweler Workshop is in full swing. We're so excited to have people back in the building, and going on behind us we have our Bench Jeweler competition, which is a big deal, and we've got a stone setting competition going on. I'm joined right now by one of the judges, Brett. Brett, talk to us about your time here at Stuller and what makes you qualified to be a judge of this fantastic competition.
That's a good question. I've been at Stuller for 31 years
Wow.
this month. Ironically, my first job here was the first diamond setter in the building.
Wow.
And then had the privilege of managing and creating lots of services at Stuller, including cam services, stone setting, obviously, the model department, and I'm in R&D now. So
Okay.
I have the best job in the building, and I get to invent and experiment new ways of creating jewelry. So we're on the path to try and find more efficient processes in our manufacturing facility. So that's my history. Bench Workshop has been a passion of mine since the beginning, and you know, these poor guys have to be under tremendous pressure. Now we're actually live feeding what they're doing. People looking over their shoulders. It's a tough job. So you know, we're going to be judging them, you know, based on what's important to us, and the main thing is quality. So we're always striving to create high quality products. So we're looking for, you know, how well the stones are set. Are they level? Are the seats cut to match the stone exactly? What is the finish of the part afterwards? So it's really, you know, what we would consider a high quality piece of jewelry that's ready to sell and get on somebody's finger.
Definitely.
Right.
So are you going to be a tough judge? Are you going to be like really critiquing them, or do you think you're going to be a little bit more easygoing?
Well, I'm going to judge it based on my principles, and those principles are fairly strict.
Good. That's great.
So we have a scale system. We have, you know, individual things that we're looking for, and then we'll grade them on a scale of 1 to 5. There's several categories. They all add up in the end, and the one with the most points gets the prize. And,
All right.
this beautiful trophy that's created here at Stuller, and we're proud of that.
Not to mention bragging rights for a good year, at least until the next competition,
well, it's
right?
for a lifetime. You
Oh,
know, they can have
absolutely.
that trophy, you know, on display at their store.
A good trophy really never goes out of style. It's
Doesn't.
always, you can always have it out, always brag about it. I think that's important for sure. So talk to me about what it means to you to have people back in this building.
Wow, it's been a long time, and we've missed it terribly. We love our customers, and you know, we would like to be face to face and communicate with them and see what their you know, struggles are and how we can help solve those. So it's been great, and looking forward to continuing this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you know, it's important to know we are coming to you live all day today, all day tomorrow. It's fantastic that we're able to do this live broadcast, but really nothing replaces the experience of being here in the building. So if you weren't able to join us this year, I would highly encourage you to, you know, set a little calendar reminder that you're able to come next year to be here and experience this fantastic energy in person. You know, we're getting a look at what these guys are doing right now, and it's great. I think it's pretty impressive to see in real time what it is that they're doing. So talk to me about, what are we looking at here? What is he doing currently?
So who is this?
This is
Paul.
Paul, yeah.
Cooper. So he has already managed to secure his stones.
Wow.
And is in the process of shaping his prongs. So he's pretty far along. I don't know how much time we have left, in the competition,
I
but he's
believe-
looking good.
Yeah, I believe they've got a total of 2 hours technically
Right,
to go
which-
ahead and compete in this,
Which is not a whole lot of time.
Right.
When you talk about, doing a job from start to finish.
yeah, for sure.
So he's doing well.
Here
So
we've got to look at what Michael is up to.
yeah,
What
looks
do you
like
what do you have
Mike-
to say about his technique? How's he doing?
So I noticed something that Michael did right out the gate, which is near and dear to my heart
Oh.
when it comes to quality.
All right.
So he polished inside that mounting where the stones go before he set the stone.
Okay.
So my one of my policies in the early days was to get a brilliant shine under that stone, which makes the stone really pop.
I love that.
It really creates more sparkle and the stones come alive.
Yeah.
When the metal is dull underneath, the diamond wants to show that through the stone.
Interesting.
So having a high polish is where you start with quality.
So you think this might set him ahead in the competition?
It very well
potentially?
could.
Ah.
Very well could.
All right. Well.
Because we're going to be looking at the product through a loop.
Oh, of course.
So we're going to be 10 times our magnification and studying all the.
Oh, getting into it.
That's right.
Ah, all right.
right.
Now we got to
And
look at
so-
what Fred is up to. Talk to me about what was he doing right there?
So
he's not on
he's-
screen currently. But,
He's using. He was just using a flex shaft with a rubber wheel,
Okay.
and that rubber abrasive grinds on the surface. So he's reshaping the metal around where he's trying to set that stone.
Okay. Very cool.
So again, it's preparing the metal, getting the metal at the right finish, cutting your seats, securing the stone by bending the metal over, and then shaping those prongs and smoothing the metal for final polishing.
Okay.
So it's a process.
Yeah. So obviously there's, a sort of step-by-step way you go about stone setting, but it seems as if each of these gentlemen has their own technique. Is that true?
I would agree that every jeweler has its own technique. What's important in the end is that it's a fine piece of jewelry that you'll be proud to hand to someone.
Fantastic. Well, I don't know. Looking at this, I think I'd be happy to wear any of these rings that we have going up. You can take a
Absolutely.
look and see what the three gentlemen are up to currently. It looks like they're all at a little bit different stage of the competition, but
Right.
is
So
there
it looks like,
anything you see going on that you want to talk about?
well, it looks like, Paul is very efficient in his process. He is at the end.
Wow.
You can see him using a cup burr
Uh-huh.
right there, and what that's doing is shaping that prong tip.
Okay.
So he's going for the ball look on the top, a bead,
Okay.
rather than say a finger or a claw. So it's a matter of how you want to have that final dressing of that prong.
Do you have a preference as a judge?
There's definitely a movement towards claw prongs. I personally rather the bead,
All right.
but I'm not gonna
You heard
take
it here
points
first,
away. I'm not
folks.
gonna take points away for claw.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
But that set up for a bead
All right.
shape too.
That's interesting. That's fascinating.
So Michael is using a barrette file there. So he's choosing to use a file to prepare the metal and shape the prong rather than a cup burr. So there's different tools that you can use to create those shapes ultimately.
Awesome. All right, well, if you're just joining us, we are coming to you live from Bench Jeweler Workshop here at Stuller's global headquarters in the beautiful Lafayette, Louisiana. We are, looks like, really quite deep into our stone setting competition, which is the first competition in our Battle of the Benches. I'm joined by Brett, who is our judge here today. He was just going over some of the techniques that our jewelers are doing, talking about what matters to him, some of the things that he is going to be looking for as he is judging. It's important to note we're going to be coming to you live all day today, all day tomorrow, taking a look at the different competitions that are going on, getting a feel for what it's really like to be here during an event like this. But it's important to note it's not the same as actually being in the building. We're so excited to be able to share this with people at home, but remember, if you're a bench jeweler and you've got Stuller on your side, you really need to be here to experience what this is like, feed off the energy. It's a big
Absolutely.
deal. Well, I just want to thank you so much for joining me, taking some time to go over a little bit about what's been happening, what's been going on. I look forward to getting your critique of the final pieces once this competition is over, and I hope you enjoy your time here at the
Yeah,
workshop.
maybe we can talk again during the other challenges. I can give you a play-by-play.
I would absolutely look forward to that. I hope we can.
All right.
Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be coming to you live throughout the day. In the meantime, enjoy the competition. Welcome back, everybody. Just a reminder that we are coming to you live from Stuller's global headquarters here in the beautiful Lafayette, Louisiana, where we are in the middle of Bench Jeweler Workshop. And the Battle of the Benches is going on currently. So I am joined by a gentleman named Paul. He is going to be competing in the Battle of the Benches a little bit later. Paul, what does it mean to you to be here in the building today?
Everything. It's a great way to get away, and amazing place. You guys host amazing parties.
That's awesome.
Lots of educational stuff happening around. It's lots of great new tools you can see, but it's a great place. I mean, Louisiana's got amazing food, and it's awesome to be here.
Well, we're so excited to have you here.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, you're going to be competing in a Battle of the Benches competition a little bit later.
Yeah.
What are you going to be competing in? Talk to me about that.
I wish I knew. I guess it's like a surprise box, so I don't know really what I'm
Parts
getting.
and pieces.
Yeah, I guess they'll just fill a box up of something, and I get to make something with it, which would be pretty fun.
Does that make you nervous, or does it make you excited?
Yeah, fun.
Yeah?
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah. I've probably got to deal with worse before. So.
Fair enough. So maybe like a little bit of a true to life
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, it's
Okay. So you have someone in your family who's currently competing
Yeah,
behind us. Talk to me about that.
My son, he's 22, and he actually was trained here at Stuller, setting stones, and he's becoming an amazing goldsmith, and he's over there competing now. Proud of him, very proud of him.
That's a really big deal,
Yeah.
you know, and your whole family is involved in the jewelry business. Is that true?
Yeah. We have a family business in California.
Wow.
A couple of stores, and all the family members work for us full time.
I love that.
Busy.
A family affair.
A real one. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what are you looking forward to the most here today and tomorrow?
I mean, really watching my son compete is just fun to me. Knowing that he hasn't been doing it long, that's probably the best. Other than that, seeing old friends, connecting, it's just all good stuff. Tomorrow I get to compete too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get two chances. That's the way I look at
You
it.
could get, multiple trophies.
Maybe, you never know.
Decorate that shelf in the store. A good
Why
trophy
not?
never goes out of style,
Yeah, it
so
doesn't.
why not,
Doesn't.
right?
Especially with no dust on it.
Oh, no doubt about that. Well, we are going to be coming to you live throughout the day here at Stuller. I just want to thank you so much, Paul, for joining us. We really look forward to having you compete. I'm sure I'll be talking to you later about your strategy in that parts and pieces competition, which is going to be happening tomorrow. Make sure you stay tuned. We're coming to you live all day today, all day tomorrow. Now, before you leave, I got to ask, are you going to that crawfish boil tonight, man?
I'm hoping so. That's the goal.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cannot miss out on crawfish.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Again, we're going to be coming to you live all day, here and there, everywhere. Make sure you stay tuned, and we'll hope to talk to you all soon. All right, everybody, we are coming to you live once again from Stuller's global headquarters here in the beautiful Lafayette, Louisiana, where the Bench Jeweler Workshop is in full swing. Our competitors on Battle of the Benches Stone Setting Challenge have been rocking and rolling for about an hour now. They've got an hour left in the competition. I'm joined once again by Chris. Everybody, I'm Susie. Chris, remind us again, for the people who maybe missed it in the first place, the Stone Setting Challenge. What are these competitors judged on? Talk to me a little bit about the competition.
No problem, Susie. So We are 1 hour into a 2-hour competition. This is the stone setting challenge. So what the contestants are competing on is a 3-stone engagement ring with an oval center, right? So just 2 accent stones and an oval center. Pretty straightforward, but it's also pretty tricky as well. We do have some pretty strict criteria, which I'll read off real quick.
Yeah, what are we looking for here?
So they're going to be judged on whether or not the stone is set straight and level. Pretty obvious, right? That the stone seats match the girdle with no gaps.
Great.
Yep. Very little stone damage from the setting process. It's pretty easy to mess up a stone if you're hacking away at it. Make sure that the prongs are shaped well and will not snag. And then finally, prep and finish and polish. So we want to make sure that they're setting the stones, but we also want to make sure that it's ready to wear when it's done, right? So this thing is going to be perfect quality when it's done, that any person would want to wear. So that's it.
Just like taking a look, we can see on screen what these guys are up to. We interviewed one of the judges a little bit earlier about what he's going to be looking for, making sure that everything is set straight. You say that's important. It sounds easy for us to say all these criteria, like, of course, you want to set the stone straight, but I think it's probably a little bit trickier than you or I even know.
Oh, absolutely. I actually tried to set a stone one time and I failed miserably. So, yeah. But that reminds me, so if you are interested in stone setting, right, whether or not you have experience or not, Stuller actually offers stone setting training courses. In fact, we have several classes depending on your skill level. So we have basic, intermediate, we have master and master level 2.
Wow.
So people like me can probably start off at basic and learn how to set a stone. But yeah, you think it's easy, but cutting seats in these prongs is not easy. Making sure that everything's level and set is very tough. And you also want to make sure things are secure. So, you don't lose a very expensive diamond, right, or other stone.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, stone setting is very, very difficult.
Well, I know one of the competitors that's here today, Paul, actually trained in stone setting here at Stuller. So, it's kind of like a full circle moment. Maybe you're interested in, kind of honing your craft in stone setting. It could be you competing in Battle of the Benches next year.
That's right.
That being said, it's important to remind everybody, yes, we're coming to you live all day throughout the competition, throughout the workshop. It's fantastic. We love being able to share this with everybody. But mark your calendars for next year. If you're watching us and this looks like fun, I guarantee you it's even more fun to be here in person. The energy here is great. We've got a crawfish boil coming up later tonight. I mean, you just can't beat it.
So just go ahead and mark your calendar. 2 dates next year, Mardi Gras and Ben Stuller Workshop.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're all around the same time. We're in the middle of crawfish season, right? The weather's beautiful down here. Everyone's very excited to be here, so we couldn't be happier, folks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Remember, we are coming to you live all day today, all day tomorrow. We're excited to have you with us. We're excited to see what these bench jewelers have been up to. We'll be coming to you a little bit later with, a little bit more about this competition. Later this afternoon, we have another competition, the Parts and Pieces competition. That's going to be happening at 1 o'clock. That's sort of like a little bit of a grab bag situation where they're going to be getting random things. They have to make something with it.
So I don't know if you guys have seen that show Chopped on the Food Network where they open up their basket and they all have these ingredients. That's basically what we're doing, but with jewelry components. So everyone's going to get the same parts and pieces, but we expect them to come up with completely unique designs and pieces of jewelry. So this is a very exciting competition. My personal favorite is Parts and Pieces, so definitely stay tuned. And for those of you who are following us on social media, please comment, encourage these folks. We can tell them how much people out there are rooting for them. So they're working really hard, and let's cheer them on, folks.
Absolutely, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Send your love to the competitors, to each other. Go ahead, we're just so excited. It's a great energy here today. Make sure you stay tuned. We will be coming to you again soon. Chris, thanks so much.
Thanks, Susie. I appreciate it. See y'all in a bit.
All right, everybody. We are coming to you live once again from Stuller's global headquarters here in Lafayette, Louisiana, where our bench jeweler workshop is in full swing, as is our Battle of the Benches competition. And I am joined right now by Paul, who was a competitor in our first Battle of the Benches challenge, the stone setting challenge. So Paul, talk to me a little bit about what was your strategy when you were competing today?
Well, my strategy was pretty much to do the best job I could setting the stone.
Good strategy.
I didn't try to go as quickly as possible, but I wanted to do a really, really perfect job.
I love that.
Because that's what I was shooting for, is for it to look the best. So.
That's awesome. So you are here with your dad. That's a pretty big deal. Your whole family is involved in the jewelry business. What does it mean for you to be here with your family?
Well, it means the world to me. I think that I'm a fourth generation goldsmith.
Wow.
I've learned under my grandfather and my dad, and it's pretty special to me, and it's a good opportunity to be able to honor my grandfather and everything. So he's put a lot of his life and work into what he does, and I'm sure that it makes him happy to see me doing the same thing.
Absolutely, what a special story. The whole family of jewelers, it really is a family, and we're so excited to have y'all here in the building. I know it means a lot to Stuller to have people like you here again, and it's great. Is this your first time here at Stuller's headquarters? Have you been here before?
I have been here before. I've been here maybe 4 or 5 times or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so competitor. We had the stone setting challenge. You're one of the first ones done. That's a pretty big deal. I think that's pretty awesome.
I don't know if that was what I was shooting for. I really didn't try to go super fast.
Yeah.
My goal was to have it look really good. So yeah, I didn't try to go super fast.
All right, I feel that, man. Okay, all right. So we're not setting genuine stones here today. We've got some CZ that we've got going on, but Stuller takes diamond screening very seriously. And before, I want to say thank you so much for coming, for competing, for joining me here. We're going to go into a little bit more detail on Stuller's process. So stay tuned. We've got a video coming up. In the meantime, remember, we're coming to you live all day long. I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
Our diamond screening practices are designed to ensure that the diamonds we sell are exactly what our customers ordered.
Processes we have in place and the housing of an on-site GIA screening lab help us guarantee the integrity of every diamond sold. The screening process for all loose diamonds starts as soon as it arrives into our facilities. At that point, they are separated by size to determine the appropriate screening method. To screen all colorless and near colorless diamonds, 0.94 millimeters and smaller, we utilize the diatrue. Nearly all round diamonds between 0.95 millimeters to 3.9 millimeters go to the GIA Melli analysis lab within Stuller, while fancy shapes in these sizes are screened by Stuller using the AMS-2. For diamonds 3.9 millimeters and larger, we use the GIA ID100 as well as the diatrue.
Referrals from all screening stations are redirected to the Stuller Gem Lab and tested using advanced instruments such as Raman, FTIR, UV visible near-infrared, and fluorescent spectrometers for proper identification.
The increase in popularity of lab-grown diamonds in recent years has led to added screening measures. To maintain the integrity you've come to expect, Stuller houses lab-grown diamonds in a separate vault from natural diamonds. Lab-grown and natural diamonds are always kept separate when moving through our facilities. Throughout the stone setting process, lab-grown diamonds are kept in blue sleeves to ensure lab-grown and natural diamonds are never mixed. When you receive loose diamonds from Stuller, the packaging it's delivered in will help you easily distinguish what is natural and what is lab-grown. For natural Melli, you'll receive either a white or gray parcel. The white parcel indicates that the diamonds inside were screened by the Stuller lab, whereas the gray parcels indicate the diamonds were screened through the GIA Melli analysis and are then sealed with a GIA sticker. Lab-grown Melly will arrive in a blue parcel, and lab-grown diamonds weighing 1/3 of a carat and larger have lab-grown inscribed on the girdle and are packaged with an assurance card stating that they have been screened by the Stuller lab for peace of mind. Stuller screens all diamonds submitted to our CAD/CAM department. We utilize advanced equipment to confirm your diamond's origin prior to setting. Once stone setting processes are complete, we perform one final screen to ensure the diamonds you submitted were set in your design. Stuller also extends its high standards and expectations to all jewelry vendors. We screen every piece of diamond set jewelry when it's received at our facility. By incorporating these protocols, Stuller gives confidence and security to our customers, ensuring that you are getting exactly what you purchase.
Contestants, you have a half hour remaining. 1/2 hour, 30 minutes left of the competition. Good luck. Okay, we have 15 minutes left of the competition. Competitors, 15 minutes to finish up stone setting.
right, everybody, welcome back. We are once again coming to you live from Stuller's global headquarters here in beautiful Lafayette, Louisiana, and I am delighted to be joined by another one of the competitors in the Battle of the Benches Stone Setting Challenge. Michael, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
No problem.
It's super exciting to have you here. Talk to me a little bit about what was this competition like for you? What was your strategy? What did you find fun, easy, difficult? Talk to me about it.
It's pretty cool. Having watched other jewelers in my previous times here, it's definitely different being on the other side of the camera and being literally under the camera and setting the stones. Really feeling that time crunch, like you got only so much time to get it done.
2 hours.
So there's always more you want to do, but you just got to kind of limit on your creativity and just kind of do what you can do within that time limit. So.
For sure. So it was a fun competition for you would say?
Oh, absolutely. A lot more laid back than I thought it was going to be. And just kind of more of just a fun thing to do rather than like really competitive. All the other guys were real friendly and everything.
That's great.
It was a good time.
Yeah, well, we're all about camaraderie here. It's a big deal. We've got people back in the building for the first time in a while. What does it mean to you to be here at Stuller's headquarters today?
This is now my 4th time at Stuller headquarters, and it is always a great time to be here in Lafayette at Stuller. Great food, great people, and it is just an amazing company and an amazing place to come. COVID, restricted us coming for a couple years, and I really missed coming here. So it's great to be back.
That's so awesome to hear. Well, I know we're just so excited to have you here, excited to have you competing. It's just a great time for everybody, really. So how long have you been in the jewelry industry? Talk to me a little bit about that.
I'm going on a little over 12 years now. I started under a 4th generation bench jeweler, and so everything was by hand, no lasers, no fancy toys. It was just all by hand. And so after apprenticing like that for a year, then I moved up to a bigger store in Scottsdale where, then I got to play with the laser and, more toys and was put through the GIA stone setting course, which back then didn't include princess stones. So I had to go and learn that on my own. But yeah, so I've had a lot of mentors from Fernando Arce and to Austin Beebe. They really shown me the ropes back when I first got started, and now here I am 12 years later where I set all kinds of crazy stones.
I love that. That's incredible. What a journey you've been on. That's very exciting.
That is fantastic.
So what are you most looking forward to this weekend? We've got 2 days of classes. Your competition's over, man. The hard part's over. What are you looking forward to?
That was the hard part. Now that the competition's over with, now I did a couple of classes this weekend. I've already done all the classes the last 3 times I was here.
Excellent.
But there's always something new to learn. And I think it's just going to be a fun weekend. I look forward to the dinner Saturday night. That's always delicious and a good time.
Absolutely. Well, we're known for our food here in South Louisiana, so I'm sure that that's going to be the highlight for many people. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to compete, for joining me here to talk about your competition. We were setting CZ stones here, but
that was a surprise.
Yeah, well, got to keep you on your toes for the competition, right? So, Stuller has a wide selection of gemstones, and we take our gemstones really seriously. If you want to take a moment, enjoy this video on our inside look, find out a little bit more about Stuller's gemstones, and we'll be coming to you live with the final competitor in this competition in just a few minutes.
Gemstones come from all over the world, and we love to go find them. From the most remote corners to the largest cities, finding the best stones at the right prices can be challenging. But it's worth it to make sure our jewelers have just what they need at just the right time.
Our team personally inspects each stone to ensure Stuller only offers the best. We remind people of stones that have been forgotten or overlooked, and those oldies but goodies. We show them how they can be used in new and exciting ways. The sheer quantity of stones that we process in a year really means you can get anything that you could want.
We work to minimize the number of hands each stone passes through, getting ever closer to the source and being very transparent about that supply chain so we can help preserve these stones for generations to come.
From start to finish, we do everything here. Ombre, rainbows, unusual matches, sweets and pears, even pearl stringing. We really do it all.
From notable gems to help inspire you, or moissanite to meet the latest trend in bridal, to all the sizes, cuts, shapes, and colors in our natural and lab-grown calibrated collections, and over 1 million stones in inventory for next day delivery, I know that we have the perfect stone for you.
Everybody about the shopping opportunities that we have. For those of you who do not know, down this hallway to my right, we have surplus packaging and display, we have finished jewelry, and we have tools deals. So if you guys are looking for a deal on some used, refurb, and surplus items, please feel free to go there. If you haven't already downloaded the Stuller event app, please do. It will send you push notifications on things that are going on throughout the event. Also give you a nice schedule of the different classes and demonstrations. So enjoy the next couple hours. Everything will commence at 1 for our Parts and Pieces Challenge. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are once again coming to you live from Stuller's Global Headquarters, where the Battle of the Benches Stone Setting Challenge has officially ended. The competitors have done their best opportunity to set the stones, and we're joined by one of our competitors, Mr. Fred. Fred, thank you so much for taking the opportunity to speak with me. Talk to me about what was this competition like for you?
Well, that's quite of a lead-in. Thank you. The competition was challenging in a way because you're in a room, well, quite a large room, filled with lots of people watching you, filming you, taking pictures, and there's a lot going on. So I've never worked in that environment. I've never worked in a factory setting with lots of different noises. I'm really used to more of a intimate setting for what I use. The contest itself, we're setting zirconias, which if you don't know can chip or break. They're not as forgiving as maybe like a diamond or sapphire, things of a harder nature. So what I've really focused on was just symmetry, because we're only setting 3 stones, so I wanted to be mathematically as perfect as possible. So I scribed all my lines, cut everything perfect, set it as good, and made sure not to damage the stones, because I did hear in the lead up, it says, we're going to judge if you damage the stones.
Yes.
So I heard that part, so I made sure not to even polish the stones.
All right.
Because I know you can mess up the faceting on those CZs. The other thing was the great tools here at Stuller. You guys really have quite a lot of inventory. And I asked for a few things, and they magically appeared.
I love that.
So it was fantastic. The microscopes you guys use are top shelf. The lighting was a little bright, but it was adjustable, so that's obviously top shelf too.
Fantastic.
All the burrs were great. The material, obviously, you guys have a fantastic casting department. And then the bench was great. I mean, it was just a premium setup all the way. And I was just so impressed by the facilities and opportunity here at Stuller.
Oh my my gosh. Well, thank you so much for your kind words. I know we at Stuller are so excited to once again have people in the building. You know, the energy here, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of fun things happening this weekend. You know, what does it mean to you to be here at Stuller's headquarters?
Well, this is my first time coming to Stuller. However,
Welcome.
I've been in the business since I was a child.
Wow.
So I've been literally calling Stuller and placing orders since before really we were doing this on the internet. Because now, like nowadays, I use my tablet and I order my stuff. I don't even call anybody anymore. So it's really nice to be here and put faces to names and, you know, kind of meet people. And everybody here has been really amazing, just so nice and so comfortable and laid back. And it's really like, you could tell it's a family environment here at Stuller.
Yeah. Well, you know, we really take the partnership that we have with people like you very seriously. And so, you know, to hear that it's something that you've had for your lifetime, I know that I find that that's a really big deal. And, you know, it's exciting to have you here in our headquarters. What are you most looking forward to this weekend? The competition, your competition's over, the hard part's over. What's the fun stuff you're looking forward to?
So you guys are obviously the professionals in casting, in all the tech departments that are facets of the jewelry business. I mean, everything from marketing to whatever. So for me specifically, I'm in the back, I'm in the workshop. So I really want to take advantage of the experts that you have on staff here and kind of see what their day-to-day life is like and what tools are they using right now?
Yeah.
You know, what technology are they using right now? What's the best polish for this metal? You know, things like that. Something, you know, very specific things that you can't really find readily available out there because it's just hard to find. So it's a very niche thing. And of course, you guys got amazing vendors. I've been working with B9 specifically for about 10 years now.
They're incredible.
Since they were a startup, if you don't know that, yeah. When they were a GoFundMe.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
wow, I love that.
Anyway, they're unveiling one of their 3D scanners at this event.
This event, yeah.
So I snuck a piece in to ask if they'd scan for me.
I love that. Well, hey, you know.
And they've been lovely. I asked them about it. They said no problem. So, yeah.
Well, when you got the inside scoop, it's good to take advantage of it, I would say.
Yeah,
Well,
you guys definitely have the best equipment and some of the best vendors.
Well, thank you so much. You know, you bring up a good point. We are coming to you live online all weekend long, and that's amazing. We're so excited to be able to share this event with everybody everywhere who wasn't able to join us. But I think, as you can attest, it really makes the difference when you're in the building. You can talk with people, network, get to know the vendors. So if you're not joining us this year, make sure you save the date for next year. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to happen, about same time, sometime in the spring. You know, it's a good opportunity to get yourself in the building, make those connections, and really work on perfecting your craft as a bench jeweler. All right, Fred, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Congratulations on your competition. I'm rooting for you, man.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. One other thing I did want to mention is like, you guys brought in some amazing talent to, I mean, Lane's over there.
Yeah.
Lane is over there.
Yeah.
I have been one of his subscribers on YouTube for a while.
That's incredible.
That guy is like, I don't know, I can't even talk about it right now.
A little bit starstruck?
I'm geeking out a little bit.
All right. Hey, man, that's what this is all about, right? You know,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy the weekend. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
For everybody out there watching, remember we're going to be coming to you live throughout the day, so definitely stay tuned. We've got a fantastic competition, maybe my favorite competition coming up next, Parts and Pieces. That'll kick off around 1 o'clock. You don't want to miss it, and we'll see you all soon.